Okay, y'all, here we are at the very first recycled raised bed that we made. This is the pallet raised bed, and we're getting ready to start filling this. Now, I don't know about you, but I was thinking, wow, if I have to fill all that with soil, that is a lot of soil. I learned about a way to fill the raised garden beds that will save you a lot of money because you don't fill this completely with soil, and it's called Hugelkultur, and I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I'll put the word on the screen. But anyway, you start with lots of branches, they said logs, I don't have logs, but some of these branches and leaves. That's what we're going to start with, putting that in the very bottom, and then you layer that with some other components. You're going to put in some, well, right now I have cardboard in here because if you remember, the bottom of the pallets, there's openings. So I've just, and the sides, so I've just kind of put this cardboard in there for that purpose. But for the most part, we're going to start with the branches and some leaves, and then I can't remember what's next, but then we're just going to layer this all the way up to the top, ending with a good quality organic container soil. So here we go. Okay, I'm going to trim some of that down, shove it in there, but I'm going to call that good for our first layer. Well, here's our next layer. Leaves. Lots of leaves. All right, y'all, check it out. Okay, so we have now gotten it full of, we've got the cardboard that was at the very bottom to cover some of the holes and spacing and the pallet wood. And then we started with the branches, and now we've covered with leaves. These are all from our eucalyptus tree. Lots of leaves in there. So next step, soil, but not the soil you think. We only want 12 inches of soil total, but the first soil we want to put in is the soil that we really don't care much about, that we just want to kind of get in there. You want to, your top layers, your very top layer is your good stuff. Okay, so right now I'm going to be throwing in some soil from these old pots that have been sitting in the garden. There's soil in this here. I'm going to toss that in, and I've got some in the barrel there. So all that's going to go in first, get that settled down, and then we'll start thinking about coming in with the good stuff. Before I get too much further, I need to soak the layers, and I just realized that I hadn't done that on our leaf layer. So we're not going to put a whole bunch more dirt than this because you need to soak your layers. So I want to leave some of this open. So I'm going to stop now and we'll get some water on this. Okay, y'all, we're going to put this hose down here and try to make sure that we get some good soakage on the first layer of cardboard, and there was some paper down there. We're gonna do as best we can to soak that up. That was my mistake on that. I just actually did some more research yesterday and found that you should be soaking your layers. Okay, so we are good. We are soaked. Yeah, water coming out all around. We are soaked. Whoopsie. No worries. We aren't going that far. Let's get the soil in there. Alright. Now it's time for good stuff. Okay, next layer. We're going to put in some steer manure blend. So that will be our next layer in this grow bed. Let's try it. Let's get it in there rather than have to try it. Let's get it in there. That's a nice layer. Don't want too much. What I am noticing about this soil is that it really compacted up. So I'm going to add some vermiculite to kind of help keep it from compacting in the grow bed like this. So get it all broken up, then we'll mix in some vermiculite, and that will be awesome. All right, there she is, all filled up. You see I added more vermiculite to the top and mix that in real good again. So you got a little heavy on the end there. Mix that in, and it is time to soak this layer. So that's what I'm gonna do now. All right, now we're going to plant our Brussels sprouts. Get a little closer, but I think they're going to be fine. There's lots of nutrients in this soil, so it's not like they have to go far to find good nutrients. So I think I'm going to be safe with putting them about a foot apart. Of course, you know we're going to companion plant, so there's lots of other things that are going to go in this grow bed. Don't you worry, it will be full of growth. While we're here, this is our cabbage row. This is 2 days after transplanting a few of them and thinning this row and transplanting them into another area. A little weeding to do, I see, but they are doing fantastic.
Well, we hope you enjoyed this episode as much as Gromit enjoyed his play date with his siblings, Domino and Snickers. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to our channel, and don't forget to give us a thumbs up and hit that bell notification so you don't miss an episode. Well, as always, be happy, be well, and be blessed. Until next time, my friends, bye-bye.